And that was my feeling. I was like, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And it's still what I'm doing. I'm still doing entrepreneurship today.
But do you regret it?
I don't know. That's the thing.
You will never know. I don't know. What is for me?
Like, do I regret it? I sometimes regret it, sometimes I don't.
I think that's like how...
Because there's confirmation bias to what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think that's how humans are. Like, they always think and question their own stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess that's, again, and that is probably personal, but to my point is like, did it ever influence to you guys something else that is like unique, like the AI thing, or that doesn't like, not even in your head?
Again, for me it was like not wasting my time. But also like the thing you have are like, is normal. Like I have also self-doubt sometimes. And like I believe, and Elon Musk also said this like on a podcast, he also like had doubts that his company of like rockets will like succeed. But for him, like the mission was so important to still like keep it going. So,
you know, I'm so excited to see the young generation influenced by Elon and what they're gonna do. Like he's telling them like, oh, you can create 5 companies and like, you know.
Yeah,
I love it. I think it's amazing.
But it's also, there has to be a side of you that's like, I'm excited about this boom. Like I was wasting my time because I wasn't bringing value not only to me but also to the world and stuff like that. It's not just wasting your time, but also like what you do with that time and how valuable the outcomes of that time are.
Yeah,
not only to yourself but for other people.
Because you're doing an equation of is this worth my time? You are always referencing to someone else. My question is that. What is the other thing that...
The other thing was like the rate of learning. Like at this time I was really selfish and was like thinking, okay, how do I make a lot of money? Okay, I need to learn the right things. Okay, what are the right things? Okay, do I learn the right things in school? I was like, maybe not.
I think that kind of money gives, if you have a specific knowledge base, I think money is still a really good accelerator to bring the right ideas into the right place. So I still in some ways also try to go for that, but also like to the learnings connected to that. I think like some percent of the things that drive me right now is also like getting a solid, probably like a solid like first investment into to test like a lot of things out also, like and basically to accelerate like a learning in terms of doing like some learnings you can also only do by doing them and only if you have money. So I also like want to test them out. Like, as soon as I test them out, as soon as I can like scale on this kind of things also. That's just like a side thing.
One last question, because I gotta go, but I'm pretty sure because you guys see in Berkeley right now, right? The reason why I like going to my college, I think it's a waste of time, like a lot of it, to be honest. But you also know a lot of good friends. And like, forget about business friends. Like, if I look at my, like, go out of that area, go into the area of your life of, you have 7 different areas, relationships is one of them. Regardless of if that's business or just a friend, like actually someone that's like a friend. How do you approach that problem, knowing that, and again, this is a solution, right? Communities like this, that what we have at the residency actually is unique. Like you don't just like find this type of fit everywhere in the world. You can go and find a bunch of young people, right? How do you approach that through relationships? Like, is there a method, like, do you do it consciously, like the way you're like, oh, I'm gonna go and talk to 10 persons in the street? Because I feel like the whole 4 years of the education system also kind of forces you to create those friends all over again through time. If you guys haven't seen it already, but through the years that you've seen it, how do you develop these relationships? Is it through company? And most of our friends come from those type of institutions and set up places. They're not just random people. Like if I met someone random on the street, it happens. Like I've met friends that are on the same plane that me, and they become long-time friends. But how do you curate those relationships? Or you don't, and you just go for people. So you just look them online, like how
think you really try to confirm your own story here, and that you're maybe a bit uncomfortable with it.
Forget about my forget about my personal story. I don't give a fuck. I am the worst college advocate ever.
No. Sorry, don't. Like, I want to add something. So therefore, you don't maybe see things that we see, because you see there's smart strategies in college how to connect with people that I don't see. I wouldn't know a shit how to connect in college. And you see these strategies. So for you, your world is like surrounded by this college thing. And for you, the only thing that works really well that you understand is like how to connect in college. And for me, it's the complete opposite. I have no clue about college, but I have a clue about how I can connect to smart people out in the world on other ways. And therefore, we created this podcast because it was the smartest way for us to connect with smart people. So we were like, okay, when we want like really extraordinary people, they all have an interesting story. So when we go today and say like, we provide the base for you to tell your story, they don't only tell us their story and we learn about it. They are people that we talk 2 hours to, and when you talk 2 hours to a person, it's so deep bonding that when you have then the number in your phone, you can call them basically at any time and ask them for help. So this is one thing. And the other thing is that when you ask like for this kind of tip thing, when you don't have college, go on every fucking event. Like we went on every event like kind of event in Berlin, in Dresden, and then you find like the like-minded people. So it's just a thing of the standpoint you are and what would you see.
No, again, in this sense, I'm just
and the second
considering
thing,
college as a community. That's all it is.
And the second thing, I think you can actually be like, you can be completely comfortable with it, like, and say like, okay, this was the right decision because this is like how we get here today. And like,
forget about what's right or wrong.
Yeah, like what Steve Jobs, for example, said, like you only can connect the dots when you look back. So when you predict in your mind the future right now, you think about was this the right or the wrong decision, you cannot really actually say.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm not trying to get right or wrong. I'm just trying to find process and methodologies. That's why like all my questions have been like, how do you structure that? Because I completely get it. Like, it's not like I cannot see a world besides college. In fact, I've always seen it, and I've always think the college is the community, as I said, it's bullshit. There's so much more people that you're meeting outside in the world that you don't meet if you're in college, right? And I think that's a huge, like, mind-blowing thing. I think that the thing that I'm trying to uncover here is like, what is your process to do that? Because what I'm mostly interested in is on how do we replicate those processes to allow people to have real friendships and education beyond institutions. Because I am assuming these institutions got where they got because of an evolutionary process of people doing those type of things. So when you're just out there talking to everyone all the time, yes, you will again find a way to get curated people. But these institutions are institutions that are doing that, just at a higher scale.
You know that
it's just it got fucked up because they've been for a long time.
But do you think actually that it's like really bad in like college to meet other people?
I think places like Stanford are a good place to meet other really smart people.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not the only way to meet really smart people. 100%.
So what is the problem that you have?
I'm trying to find processes of like, how do you create this type of gatherings?
But you could say that college created the best process to meet other people, right?
I don't think college created the best process.
Why not?
Because I still think there's stuff like communities of entrepreneurs like Sigma, like YC, like many others you could name all that. For me, is my type of people, right?
But then you follow them, right?
That's also just for you, though.
Yeah.
You're living basically in a really small version of some kind of institute, like they are out there in here right now. The residency is nothing else than like just a community of people and get money to live like together and all the things. So like, if you want to look for the best process, you can see it here right now. If you feel like this is the best process for you,
asking you questions around the process to improve the process. Because I hate so much college that I want to replace it, and I'm trying to understand.
I think it's actually really like not smart to try to like close colleges because they are bad and like the process of like meeting people. And I think it's really bad to ask me a question of like how can I improve the things of to build a community. Because I was not in one, I didn't build one.
Yes.
My thing was like I'm a like very selfish person that tried to find a way without all these communities to still connect to people. But it will not improve like in a sense a college version of like nurturing like connections or like NYC version or other versions. I personally get kicked out of a lot of communities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are assuming my questions are personal or with intent. I think I'm trying to pick up your minds on things that you've done on your own processes to see what I can extract from there, just as a general knowledge. That's the question.
I don't think people that come here really like want to process. I think people that come here and live in these houses are here for the freedom of creativity and learning whatever the fuck they want, so they can just go do whatever they want. We're all here because we don't want to be in the process of college or job or education.
For sure.
So it's I think 90% of it is the freedom to do whatever. Like if I wanted to drop this and go work a regular job today, I could, but nobody wants to do that. Just because we love the freedom and love the ability to know that you doing some things here could actually make a big difference in a lot of ways.
I think if you actually like, it's not me telling you anything about it. It's just me experiencing something and maybe giving it to you. Is to go to like a paper reading or like a demo day of to Berkeley, to Arcadia, because I think they did it the best from all residencies in terms of creating something more than a community.
That is the best advice you could get. Like actually, we don't know shit about them. They know how to design it. Go there for.
I'm not looking for.
No, but actually, like this when you want to learn like how to improve like communities, go there and like analyze that shit.
My question goes beyond what I want to do.
Sure.
Like I'm just intellectually curious on how young people that drop out from high school learn.
Sure, but it's an essential part, I would say, because like we chose this like for a reason. Like we are both like kind of persons who are not really working in communities. Still, this was like a community that in some sense like covered our needs. So why is that? Why can like two like relatively alone working wolves like get in a community like this and live there? Like I think there are some interesting aspects, and there are different kind of things that that this house has that I haven't seen in any other houses of the residency, and that actually make, if you go there and are there maybe even like only for evening, you will just like feel what is kind of the difference. The difference comes in what goes beyond just working, and this comes then to kind of things like friendship and maybe a really good conversations that are really important to have like while you're working on whatever you're pursuing in life. And I think this is like a great value to add to, or possibly could be added to like every residency. And I think they maybe got it a lot from their experiences that they met on college, like at the UC Berkeley, because that's just the overall vibe of the whole city there. But yeah, if you go there, it's just different. It doesn't look like any other residency. In any sense, it's not like it doesn't feel like a residency at all. It feels like like a, I don't know, like a pajama party.
Okay. Okay. Yes. No, I love it. I think it's the most beautiful thing. Like, I think the world needs more spaces like this one.
Yeah.
And like that one. So cool. All right. I'm gonna head to it, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
You're heading out?
Not head to work.
Thanks for your questions, though.
Yes. Did you guys already know where is it? Or
Sorry again?
do you guys already know where are you gonna stay?
Okay, you can hear that. How you mentioned it?
This one?
Yeah, they should probably stay in the.
Yeah, like on your couch.
If you get live streamed all night.
You guys are gonna get live stream everywhere. That's why probably just like I have this.
Do you have the guest room or something?
I think we do, but to be honest,
I think it's full.
so full. Like, everyone wants to stay here. It's great. Yeah, probably the couch is the best. It's like you're waiting with Nadab. No, Nadab is not here.
The dog's gone.
So probably
I mean,
you're gonna sleep with you.
Yeah, Pablo or one of you guys.
Which coach?
I'll tell you guys if you want. If you wanna come with me, I can trade her.
It's the one in the other room. I wonder if it switches over to there. Does it switch the camera to them after?
I don't know how on what it is based. I see them putting on. Oh shit.
Constantine said he wants to get money to explore other stuff, so is he not like into this whole insurance thing, or he is?
No, to explore like stuff around him. Like he's someone who has like a lot of ideas that he wants to like try out basically to help make the stuff bigger.
Yeah.
And I mean, we are both like right now really like not well funded, so it makes a lot of headache.
Yeah.
When you have
Yeah, me as well. Have you guys been talking to people to get funding?
Actually, there was one who wanted to fund this. And the last call we had with someone who wanted some feedback because he was an interesting customer.
Customer?
Yeah. Like
For what?
For the insurance, like a customer. And then he was like, oh, wait, let me know when
Like an
you
employer.
raise. No, a customer. Yeah, and he was a founder by himself. Like, would be a good customer. And we have like constantly developed a lot of relationships with VCs when he came here. I have some conversations, so this is not the problem. It's more of like
Hammering actually what you'd want to raise for.
sorry.
Hammering actually what you'd want to raise for is the problem. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. You. I mean, the main thing for me is I want to see a clear path, and I didn't saw it the last week, for example, because for me, there are two things. First, I want that it has the potential to get like really meaningful and big, and second, I want to see a clear path and how you go there first. And for me, the main bottleneck was like data collection.
Yeah.
Because this is what we need to calculate the rest.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, like the point of not exactly now. I think we would be good with raising for something and then doing something else. Like I've just seen it now so often that I don't see any problems in that.
Yeah.
I think the bigger problem is that you actually like need to get also good conditions from them, and also like to get good conditions you have to like show something. Like they need to see like some potential customers who are like willing to buy whatever you're going to sell.
Yeah.
And also some traction. If you can provide that, probably then we would be in a position to do like a first like maybe like a pre something round, maybe
like
just for living.
Yeah.
Or like a. So yeah, I wouldn't say like that the thing is the biggest problem for me. It's like more like I'm right now trying to get us a bit to the point where we maybe have like a audience who like would get from us whatever the thing is, and it's more like a feeling that is connected to it, and then like we
like a
will
wait
have
list.
What?
Like a wait list, you mean?
No.
Or like investors that are interested.
No, I mean like a brand.
Oh,
we have a brand and it's like actually irrelevant what our product is going to be, because we can like launch it under like an audience.
Yeah, you set it up like all socials and make all the mood board and branding stuff. Like I mentioned, content is really good. Giving the experience, and then the only question is like, what is like meaningful to get to people, and that's like really good for my part.
Did you choose a name for it?
For the brand?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
what is
I don't really. It's more the slogan, right?
Yeah, it's a slogan. Like I think like we got to a crazy point where we got so good in like not choosing names that we now took the slogan as a fucking like.
What is the slogan?
It's Get Wild.
Get Wild?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not a name. You wouldn't like say it as a name, but it's like it gives you a feeling. That's the whole point of it. That's enough.
Yeah, the name will come, but this is like more of the right now. And we want to connect it also with China a bit. And like, therefore, I also feel like I don't want to raise like a random round. When I have like better conditions, I could get a Chinese investor in. And then I hedge the bets a bit, because when you have a Chinese investor on board, you can easily also like have more leverage on other people.
Yeah, it would create some hot water in America though.
That's also
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, how can 5 people like watch it? I mean, like,
this is like all of our devices.
Once is the TV for sure, but then there's 5 people.
Not 6.
I bet some people just haven't left their shit on.
Yeah, that's also a thing. How's the couch?
Not. It's actually really alright.
How much is an Uber from here to Berkeley? Probably a lot.
Surprisingly
Oh, really?
35.
Oh, wow. That's cheaper than to the airport.
Yeah, that's true actually. Come this one? I want to get this one. the things in the background. Actually don't really know about the thing that is standing in there. Let's just leave it like a bit of.
Do you guys have a script, or you guys are just going off the dome?
It's actually a script, but we can also go off that. It's just some informations.
But do you want to cut it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I will just like take things that are actually like sounding good or interesting.
What do you want? Like, do you actually want to have a spot?
Yeah. Just get ready.
Oh no, I feel so like Spencer. I know how he felt. Oh, that's insane.
What?
No, we had someone to film his launch video, and he was really uncomfortable for the camera. And was like not getting out. And was like, oh shit, like, man, just keep talking. And now I'm sitting here. Oh yeah, it's actually not that easy in a sense. Yeah. Okay.
Try to make it somehow.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you please check before like is the live like actually good, like that we know overexposed and stuff like that. So I want to be sure that when I get it right that I don't need to film it again, right?
Oh, the camera's been on this whole time?
Oh, no. No. Good. No, you can't do this. I'm getting nervous. I'm not familiar with this. Okay. I make the watch.
Where? Like watch where?
Yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm Tate.
My name is Konstantin.
And today we launched the first batch of Get Wild.
Yeah, basically you go
Yeah,
from there on, like just say
Yeah. Hi, my name is Tate.
like Spencer.
Hi, my name is Tate.
My name is Konstantin.
Today we launched the first batch of Get Wild. It's actually a half marathon for our insurance because we built the most customer-friendly insurance on planet.
Yeah, and the problem that we're facing.
You're also bad. Hi, my name is Tate.
My name is Konstantin.
Ah, that's just like that. Hi, I'm Tate. Hi, I'm Tate.
I'm Konstantin.
Nice to meet you.
No.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Tate. I work at Get Wild.
I'm Konstantin. I also work there. Sometimes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tate.
I'm.
That's bad. What's up?
Okay.
Okay. And I know, like, I started.
Okay.
It was just like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should just go through and don't like go on
insights of how the model works, and then like go on to the okay, we are making half marathon, and it's super.
Okay. Hi, I'm Zaid.
I'm Constantine.
We try to build something completely new in the insurance industry, like the most customer-friendly insurance on the planet.
And we developed like a new model that we're going to test, and it's a test for us also that we're going to do in 2 weeks from now.
Fuck you guys.
This was not bad, bro. This was not bad.
Okay, let's start from there.
Yeah.
So the main problem is that the incentives are right now not really aligned. So basically, a lot of people get scammed, and I don't know any person that really likes this insurance company.
So, for example, people have to wait 20 minutes in their calls to get I don't know, some kind of support from their insurance, and these are just small things that we want to fix for the customer to make the experience as customer friendly as possible. So these are big. So they are big things like you have to wait up 20 minutes and as much as possible to make the best as possible.
Important thing we changed is that we say we make money when we pay out your claim. We're actually incentivized to help you. Your health level on a higher. And for that, we changed the complete model and sure there are not like these 10, 20 options that you can select that you don't understand or that your salesperson don't really understand. Like we actually calculate your own risk level and then calculate the price that you need to pay us so you're insured. And for that, we have a really unique thing that we start to try out. And what is it?
Yeah, we are going to run a half marathon with our first batch. So you can apply now, and you will get the whole half marathon sponsored is 200. We get in addition to that a hoop and half. While marathon, we are not going to track your time. We are going to track the health, and with that calculate. Model that we have for that you want to explain?
I would frame it like this. We're inviting you to run a half marathon with us to test the whole technology because we need to gather a lot of health data about the person. Maybe that's a good to tell.
But not in this way. This was not like let's frame it like this.
Yeah. Okay. And test our own model. We need to calculate your own risk level, and to do this, we need to know how healthy you are. And for that, we try to make it as natural as possible because we could ask you a lot of questions of like how obese, like how often you go into the gym or how healthy you live in general. But this is like really difficult to generalize. So we say we test the whole thing by letting you run a half marathon, and this is like a really stupid thing when you think about it, but we get then actually real data of your health, and you get a real personalized price that is like fair to you. So we limited with this all the different models and all the different changes you could make in your insurance policy, and you only have like one contract. That means you're fully insured. But these days we like pay everything for you. We give you a whoop. We pay the whole marathon for you, half marathon, and we have just some fun and test the whole technology. I start from the start. This was all like too long. I mean, the first start was me. mandate.
And constantly.
Yeah, that's weird when you say the same. I don't know. I feel like it's weird.
Okay.
I just would like start talking and like put some I don't know. Hi, I don't know really any person that likes this insurance company, and therefore we have the mission to make actually the most customer-friendly insurance company on the planet. And by that, we need to change the whole model because right now the incentives are not really aligned for the customer. And by incentives, I mean you don't have a fair price that you get that is actually based on the health level, and the companies make the money by scamming you. We can change this when we say we as a health insurance company only earn when we pay out your claim. So when you have something and you need the money, then we take something additional out of the risk.
Yeah, I felt it was like still like.
Yeah, I thought that you would add something.
That's a good point. Okay, so for our first batch, we just thought of making things a bit different. Normally, insurance companies want to take 50 papers from you, filling all of them out, taking a lot of shitless data from everywhere, and normally it's like about you doing the whole job and not having fun, and also like not being healthy at this time. So we're trying out a new model where we're going to take you on a journey with us by running a half marathon. What could be actually really fun. And in addition to that, we are offering a completely new model with the first batch on health insurance.
I don't know. I don't really actually know a person that likes this insurance company, and I think you can agree with it. So we want to try to be the complete opposite of what you know right now about insurance. Therefore, we are running a half marathon with people that want to support to create a better health system and a better experience with health insurance companies. And how it works is basically we run a half marathon, we provide you with a Whoop, like a health tracker, and we pay everything related to it and test our whole technology behind the health insurance and the customer experience with you together.
The first one is going to be on the 16th of November. It's going to take place in Berkeley, and you can submit your applications now.
And I think it's really unique because this is a problem that a lot of people face, and you can be part of like the first people supporting it. And we have a lot of founders and other interesting people already signed up for it. And if you ever thought about running a half marathon, maybe this is like the best opportunity for you. We are paying everything and giving you a free Whoop to it because we want to change how health insurance works. Because I don't know any person that really likes insurance, and our goal is to make it as customer friendly as possible.
So with our first batch of Get Wild, we are going to get you an $110 So with the first batch of Get Wild, you're basically getting into the demo program of our health insurance, and you're going to experience everything until the moment where we calculate the price for you, and then take you on a journey to the next month, actually making it true and making it possible, and you will see. So with this first batch of Get Wild, you will actually see. So with this first batch of Get Wild, you are actually going to be a part of us trying this new thing out and trying to disrupt the industry. And if you want to be a part, then you can submit your application until the 16th of November, where the marathon takes place in Berkeley. I don't know, should be allowed actually. You want?
actually, this is more of a fun thing to try out our technology and to see what people think about. So feel free to share with other people, and also we will not provide. This is actually a fun thing. We don't want to sell you anything. No, it's like
we're also in the starting process of doing it, and so every feedback is valuable for us. So if you know someone, so this is also for us in a starting process. So if you have any feedback for how it works for you and how you feel in your situation right now, feel free to communicate with us, and we are like really.
I want to hear your bad experiences with health insurance to make the product better. So, like, share with us to actually make it better.
We actually try to make the best customer product. So if you have any bad experiences from your past that you want to share, then feel free to give it to us so that we can incentivize from that and see what we can do better in the future.
So the goal here is to actually connect kind of the thing that nobody likes, health insurance, with actually the incentive of making people more healthy. Therefore, we think running a half marathon is a good way to start and select people for the program. So feel free to write down the application. And also when you have some bad experience, like in the past with insurance in general, feel free to share it to us. It would be very helpful.
Thanks, Ben.
You guys kill it. So are you guys gonna like release this on Twitter or something?
I'm just on the camera.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah, this one is maybe for Twitter, actually.
Do you have like a lot of followers or something?
No, not yet.
On this account, yes, on personal account.
Oh, how much do you have on personal?
We have on our podcast account around like 12 followers.
Oh wow.
I started one for US like 1.5 months ago, and there's like I don't know 2.5.
Oh, okay.
Like for 2 months, that's actually crazy. Confessionals is one of our methods.
there were like, I think on the bed were two placards,
Yeah.
if you're right, with like sleeping with one, you can sleep on the bed.
Okay, yeah, sure. I will put one foot out of bed. Maybe I'll find something else.
Yeah. Also, if there's like a second kiss or something.
I think there was a single. Yeah, I just bring my stuff first up.
Yep.
If you want, you can also bring your stuff up.
It's probably smart.
Oh, we invaded this room.
Yeah. have you been?
I went to pick up my stuff.
Oh, nice.
No, I've been coding for 7 days straight. I've been wearing the same shit for the past 3 days.
That's crazy.
Did you guys find out where you're sleeping?
Yep.
Where?
We sleep together in the room of, I don't know what his name was.
Jota.
Nice.
Is that okay with you guys?
Oh shit, it's actually working. What the fuck? Who are you gonna interview?
What?
Who are you gonna interview?
We filmed a launch video.
Oh wow. Good.
For our first batch.
Okay. You wanna come on a date or
You're gonna walk there?
take a line?
Take a line. I actually have to get work done. But yeah, good luck. or if someone actually watching the stream right now, please comment in the stream chat so I can see it. Because it's saying that 9 people right now is watching, and I don't fucking believe it. Person who's commenting, like whoever is writing a comment, I'm going to put on a banger. Saban Starving. That's crazy, man. Guys, I drop some layers to make the stream more interesting. Hold up. I have to log in though. I have to log in. But I also have to search some music because we are throwing a rave here on Saturday. Let's see. Actually, that's crazy. chat, I put on the real banger. Oh, Lawrence, I have a full playlist. Rosetta Day is going to be crazy. Oh, I have such bangers. So much from this one.
Bro. Did you just set him off?
I was hearing. You
Quick question. Is that popular for you?
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
Completely the whole playlist?
Yeah, no, it's just like all remixes. So there's like no copyright at all that you can take for that.
Not even the creator of the remix?
No, you can play like remixes always in streams. That's no problem with that. Yeah, you're not allowed to play the original songs.
Yeah.
But as soon as you do a remix, technically it's actually like a gray state kind but it's I mean, it's tracks that literally don't know that, so it's like pretty niche.
Yeah, wait, do you have anyone in the cloud or is it just locally?
Yeah, absolutely. But you can get down.
How do this sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Did you get your bed sheets and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you sitting?
Upstairs, last room, and the hallway. Last room there. Okay. Pretty open. I can get everything. Let's go. Kitchen, hallway, anything you need. What's the mission for tonight? What are you working on?
I'm right now cutting the sugar of the front. So I'm going to make this phone ready, hopefully.
Nice.
And
Is it not shoot for podcast or
no, it's for we're doing an insurance.
insurance?
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
We basically doing an insurance case for others.
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 Um,
In the first place, basically providing the most customer-friendly insurance. And for that, we're like also like
what kind of insurance?
health insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the plan is to disrupt the market as much as possible. So for our first batch, we're going to run a half marathon with our people who come into the first batch, and we're going to track their health while they run a half marathon, and based on the things that we track while they're running, we're going to make the price for the health insurance, and the price is going to stay the same for 10 years. And if you add your 30s, your 40s, and your 50s, the price gets recalculated. But other than that, there are no ups and downs.
And can I rerun the marathon if I get better the next one?
No, it's not about like you like running or worse marathon. It's just about the data that gets collected while you're running. So basically, your blood pressure, yeah, all the stuff like basically everyone
I
gets
get my blood pressure.
yeah.
It's gonna be a hard one.
No, it's possible with five,
Blood pressure
I think so.
was running.
I think so.
And you have to like compress and then have like blood.
I don't know actually. I thought it would be possible to do but just like we will take the move 5 for that. Basically everything that we years.
And what will be determined during the run? So what's going to be the pricing based
Basically, all the factors that we can collect from that. So basically, what I would say, but like for the first batch, it's like the goal to get mostly like healthy people and to run.
So people who already on the top 1% of runners and healthy people are the ones who can actually do a half marathon.
Yeah, I mean,
So there, or would there be different pricings depending on how well my body responds to the half marathon?
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's you can see all patterns. For example, if you have like some diseases, so like you can run a good half marathon, but still have like some diseases in some sense. But basically, through like specific patterns, like for example, you have one specific thing, then for example, it's usual that when you run, you have like a higher blood sugar. Yeah. So things like that, and you can basically train. Yeah, I want all that. So we're going to do that. But
How limited are the kind of disease that you can detect while running?
really limited, but it doesn't matter too much for the first batch. Also, like we're going to make all the steps until like we cover like the twice how we would make it like letter of interest because we can sell them like our insurance because it isn't there yet. So basically,
I always would have said I still need the US insurance. So I'm happy to have I'm curious.
I mean,
How do I beat the system? How do I get your
yeah, the thing is like, I mean, also like normally you have to pay for a whole run actually, like it costs like, for example, the one we're sponsoring is like 200 if you would just run it by yourself, and then of course like it comes on top of that. But like for the first batch, it's more about like then after we calculate the price, like it's the letter of interest, and probably the price is a few percent higher than you would get. Like you would probably get less expensive ones, but the problem with like more like less expensive things are
Jay Liz.
you're not interested in everything, so you get health insurance, you get like specific features, but you will never get all features. It's just like always you go with a salesperson through the things that you actually need, and then you get like out of 50 things, maybe 35 or something. So there's always a possibility that you, like, I don't know, go to the dentist and it's not going to get covered or 30% covered, shit like that. It's like it happens all the time. So basically what we said, we basically cover you in everything, in every aspect that is going to be in health. And yeah, then some extra features like if you have a claim, it's going to get paid in under 1 hour. There's going to be 24/7 human support, and you can also cancel like a Netflix subscription. So yeah, just trying to make it as customer friendly as possible.
Ambitious.
Yeah.
Very ambitious.
Basically,
You can also get all of the ultra athletes to get shit skins, overuse.
It works! It fucking works! Casey! At some point, you stood up, you went to the dark room, and you came back, and then moved with you.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. I saw that.
it's very
And I wanted to saw that.
But the mic, and the mics too!
yeah.
And he plays his music. When you were out here, like, music, and you were, like, dancing and shit, like, he plays your music.
Well, it's fucking
That's not that's my job.
the people watching you fucking fans. No, basically there are two possibilities as an insurance company. Either you make it really painful for the customer, or you make it really painful for the for yourself.
Good job.
So it's not going to be a nice thing for us. So
Maybe this pitch can be flipped, and right now, you get your first investors. Flip it, upload it on TikTok. I don't know.
sure.
Bro, I was so happy with it.
No, but it's actually nice because this is the main concept of the whole thing. Like this is what it's all about. Or, like the camera switching to the perfect thing actually that's happening. So if it's like set up in the
It's easy to be perfect when you're the only person.
yeah sure.
I'm just glad it changes.
No, but like I mean, of course the next step is that like you have like an AI model or something that takes what is the most interesting, but like that's the first step. So this is like actually really good. Yeah, nice job. What do you have to get done?
Now, make sure that LeLamp works so that we can interview people tomorrow.
What's the plan for the interview?
But you can go for the week.
those reality shows, they have like
Oh yeah, this interviews thing.
the LeLamp does the interview.
Oh, the lamp has interviews.
It's fully AI done.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, funny. And are you going to cut it in the sense or something?
The clipping I have to turn on Double stream now. stream overlay point of view. You should also start it. Honestly, just start a point of view stream.
Oh, that's crazy.
He stream from front. Double stream now. Stream overlay point of view. You should also start it. Honestly, just start a point of view stream.
Oh, that's crazy.
He stream from front. Do that. Double stream now. Stream overlay point of view. You should also start it. Honestly, just start a point of view stream.
Oh, that's crazy.
He stream from front.
Crazy.